What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite, and laid the love juice on some true love's sight. Of thy misprison must perforce ensue, and some true love turned and not a false turn true.
When fate overrules that one man holding troth, a million fail, confounding oath to oath.
About the wood go, swifter than the wind. Then Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that cost the fresh blood dear. By some illusion, see thou, bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sink an apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wakest, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we see their fond pageant? Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Then we'll two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone, and those things do best please me, and that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should rule in scorn? Scorn and derision never came in tears. Look, when I vow, I weep, and vows so born, in all their nativity, all truth appears. How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badges of faith to prove them true?
You do your advance your cunning more and more, when truth kills truth. O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's, will you give her o'er? Weigh oath with oath, and you will nothing weigh. Your vows to her and me put into scales, will even weigh in both as light as tails.
I had no judgment to her when I swore.
Nor none in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Ugh. Oh, Helena, goddess, nymph,
Perfect divine, to what my love shall I compare thine eye? Thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting grow, that pure congealed white, high Taurus snow, fanned with the eastern wind, turns to a crow. When thou hold thy hand, oh let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
oh spite, oh hell, I see you're all bent, you to set against me for your merriment. If you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. You cannot hate me as I know you do, but you must join in souls to mock me too. If you were men as men you are in show, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and surpraise my parts, when I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and you both are rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, to conjure tears up in a poor maid's eyes. With your derision, none of noble sort, which so offend the virgin and extort a poor soul's patient, all to make you sport.
You're unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia, this you know I know. And here with all goodwill, with all of my heart, in Hermia's love I yield upon my heart. And yours of Helena to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do to my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia, I will none. If I ever loved her at all that love is gone. My heart to her but as guest wise sojourned, and now to Helena is at home returned, there to remain. Helen, it is not so. Disparage not the faith thou dost not know, lest to thy peril thou abide it dear. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Night that from the eye his function takes, the ear more quick of apprehension makes, where it doth impair the seeing sense. It pays the hearing double recompense, thou art not by mine eye. Lysander found mine ear, I thank it, brought me to thy sound. But why unkindly did thou leave me so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him bide. Fair Helena, whose more and glides the night,
Then yawn fire yawns, eyes of the light. Why seek thou me? Could not this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so? You speak not as you think, it cannot be.
Oh, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired, have with these contrived to bait with these foul derision?
This is thy negligence. Still, thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries wilfully. Believe me, King of Shadows, I mistook. Did you not tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on? And so far, blameless proves my enterprise, and that I anointed in Athenians' eyes. And so far, am I glad so did sort, and this, their jangling, I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High, therefore, Robin, overcast the night. The starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog as black as Archeon, and lead these testy rivals so astray as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, then stir Demetrius with bitter wrong, and sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till, aware their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with legend legs and batty wings doth creep, then crushed his herb into Lyander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this decision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision, and back to Athens shall the lovers wend, with league whose date till death shall never end. While I in this affair do thee employ, I'll do to my queen and beg her Indian boy. And then I will her charmed eye release from monsters' view, and all things shall be at peace.
My fairy lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast, and yonder shines Aurora's harbinger, at whose approach ghosts wandering here and there troop home to courtyards, damned spirits all, that in crossways and floods have burial, already to their wormy beds are gone. For fear lest day should look their shames upon, and wilfully themselves exile from light, and must for aye consort with black-browed night.
But we are spirits of another sort. I with the morning's love have oft made sport, and like a forester the groves may tread, even till the eastern gate all fiery red, opening on Neptune with fair blessed beams, turn into yellow gold his salt green streams. But notwithstanding, haste, make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where are you, Demetrius? Speak now.
Here, villain, drawn and ready. Where art thou?
I will be with you straight.
Follow me then to plainer grounds.
Lysander, speak again. Thou runaway, thou coward, where art thou fled? Speak. In some bush? Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging with scars, telling the bushes that thou look'st for wars, and wilt not come? Come, recreant, come thou child, I'll whip thee with the rod, he is defiled, that draws a sword on thee.
Yeah, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and he still dares me on? When I come, he calls, and then he is gone. The villain is much faster than I. I follow fast, but faster did he fly. That followed am I, dark and uneven way, and here will rest me. Come thou, gentle day. For if one thou show me thy grey light, I'll find Demetrius and revenge thy spite.
Coward, why comes thou not?
Where art thou now, Lysander?
Come
hither. I'm over here.
Then thou mockest me? Thou shalt bite this deer. If I ever face thy by daylight see, now go thy way. Fate has constrained me to measure out my length on this cold bed. By day approach, look to be.
O weary night, O long and tedious night, abate my hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight. From these that my poor company detests and sleep, that sometimes shuts my sorrow's eyes, steals me awake while from mine my own company.
One more! Two of both kind makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad, Cupid in a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe, but thou wilt I pursue, born of rearers. I can no further crawl and no further go. My life will keep no pace with my dreams. Here will I rest me to the break of day. Heaven cheer Lysander if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep and sound, I'll fly to your eye, gentle lover's remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye, and the country's proverb known, that every man should take his own. In your waking shall be known, Jack shall have Jill, not shall go ill. The man shall have his mar again, and all shall be well.